If you have been following the channel for a while, then you probably already know that I love zombie survival games. From the original Dead Island, to State of Decay, to Dying Light, to Left 4 Dead, whatever the game is, if there's zombies to slay and a good progression or survival system, then I'm all about it. Well, the upcoming Dead Island 2 has officially dropped some more news and trailers, so if you're a zombie fan and excited for Dead Island 2, you need to know about this stuff. While we wait for Dead Island 2 though, I need something new to sink my non-infected teeth into. So tell me in the comments down below what's the best zombie game you've been playing recently, because I have an itch that needs scratching. And make sure to click like and subscribe down below so you don't miss out on all the gaming news updates from us here on the channel. The very first thing that you need to know is that we got an awesome new trailer, the Welcome to Hell A trailer, which if you don't know is named after the game being in Los Angeles. I've got to say as well, from these trailers, the game is looking like it will be a blast to play, especially with friends in co-op. Of course, solo is a thing too, but running around with your friends popping zombies is definitely the way to go if you can. There was also a showcase that featured a live action skit, including 3 characters from in-game in Hell A. Usually these kind of live action skits aren't my kind of thing when it comes to games, and while it was quite cheesy, I actually think they did it relatively well. Maybe it's the zombie fan bias in me, but I definitely watch a Dead Island show, maybe something in a similar vein to the Army of the Dead movie, which is pretty good if you haven't seen it. In the trailers we got a bunch of new locations as well as some traversal, but it's all cut together quite quickly, as with most trailers, so they're not giving a lot away there. We did get a good look at several of the weapon types though that we can expect to use in the game, one of which is katanas, one of my personal favorites, but also machetes, swords, hammers, bigger hammers, and even claws. Of course, with it being a Dead Island game, we're going to be able to DIY the weapons with a variety of elemental effects to power them up. On top of this, there's going to be a lot of guns too. We could see quite a variety of different ones within the trailer, which I love to see once again. But as we know, the characters or slayers that we can play in Dead Island 2 are also infected, and in the trailer we got to see some crazy action of them going into the zombie mode and slashing groups of zombies down. It looks like this is a toggle mode. I'm not 100% sure on how often you can do this, if it's only in certain missions or if you can do it at any time while playing in the open world. I really hope it is any time in the open world, but we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of this zombie mode though, we have previously known that Alexa voice controls will be incorporated into the game, but now we got to see some of it in action, including taunting zombies to get them to come over to you via voice commands, asking to use certain weapons by voice commands, and the game will swap to that weapon, or going into the previously mentioned zombie mode. So if you have an Alexa, you can make use of it with the game itself. It's of course a bit of a gimmick, but it's pretty cool nonetheless, and maybe this will pave the way for more voice commands in games. Personally, the graphics are a big deal for me, and I think the game looks visually pretty good, and each time I see new footage, it hasn't disappointed me so far. Another thing revealed recently was the pre-order bonuses, as well as the Pulp and Hell A edition of the game, as well as the goodies and bonuses that you get along with them. For the pre-order bonus, you get the Memories of Benoy pack, a throwback to Dead Island 1. This includes the Benoy War Club and the Memories of Benoy baseball bat, so 2 weapons in the pack, but also the weapon perk balance and the personal space skill card. For the Pulp edition, you also get the Pulp weapons pack, which includes the Eye Open and Home Wrecker weapons, which I think look pretty cool. However, the Hell A edition also gets you the previously mentioned packs, as well as the golden weapon pack for Sam B's pistol and the Ash's mace, although you also get the expansion pass and the character packs 1 and 2, as well as some physical collector goodies, including an exclusive steel book with the game disc, the Venice Beach travel map, 6 Slayer tarot cards, 2 pin badges, and a Dead Island 2 patch. Another thing revealed was this collector's statue for Amy, which you can buy separately, although it doesn't come cheap at 119.99 euros. I would love if this one was included in the collector's edition, but I do think the model looks pretty cool and unique, and I'm so happy that they've gone with this instead of a gory zombie of some kind, and instead gone with this unique character, which I think is the right choice to make. Personally speaking, I don't want a gory looking horrible zombie somewhere in my house. I'd rather have a unique character from the game like this. Do remember though that back in November the game was delayed and is now set to release on April the 28th of 2023. It's going to be launching on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One, and PC via the Epic Games Store. If all of this information hasn't scratched that zombie itch for you guys, then I'm going to leave you guys with the new trailer, so make sure to check it out if you're excited for Dead Island 2.
Welcome to the Zompocalypse. I hate to tell you, but you picked the wrong time to come to town. Bet you thought your world was in chaos, didn't ya? Try this on for size. Bitten, infected, somewhere between alive and dead.
God, are they turning?
Shit doesn't get more real than this. Los Angeles, city of angels, or as we like to call it, LA. Just think of it as your own stylish, sun-baked, zombie-smashing playground. And trust me, these hungry bastards are everywhere. But don't worry, there's more to this city than hours of happy skull-busting. It's crawling with adventure and crazy ways to pass your final days. We've got all the usual tourist attractions, albeit with a uniquely horrifying vibe. There's loads of survivors.
You want to blast on a Trent special?
Although,
Were you getting the pizza?
they're all as mad as the flesh eaters. How'd you like me now, eh? Wait, shit! Ah!
Seems they like you a lot, Jacob. I'll take it from here. We've all dreamt about smashing zombie brains, right? Whether you're slicing, kicking, stomping, burning, or whatever it is, you're gonna really feel it. I guess dreams do come true. And shit, man. You'd be amazed at what these Angelinos keep in their Hollywood houses. Katanas, machetes, swords, hammers, bigger hammers. Are those bear claws? And naturally, a holy shit ton of guns. If that doesn't do the job, DIY is always your friend. This is too awesome. Oh, and that zombie bite came with a little Papa Z power. Which is always handy. Friggin' zombies. These reanimated fuckers come in all shapes and sizes. We got big ones, little ones, smart ones. No, not you, dummy. Noisy ones. God, I hate the noisy ones. Even pretty ones. You really can't knock their style. Except for this guy. Back for more, huh? Hey, different strokes for different folks, right? As long as the dead stay dead. So, what do you say? See you in hell?